Podcast Playground.
Hooray!
This is the Deron Harris Podcast. Here's your host, Deron Harris.
Hey folks, what's up? Welcome back to the program. I'm your host, Deron Harris, and this is the Deron Harris Podcast. How you feeling this week? Hopefully everybody is doing well. I'm joined today by the most special of guests. My bride, once again, has joined me for the podcast. Hey, babe, how you doing?
Hey, baby.
Maybe I should have said your name.
No, it's fine. Nobody needs to know. Well, if you want to know, just go to his Instagram.
My wife's name is Ivonne. Okay? Her name is Ivonne Harris. Got no goddamn Instagram.
I was trying to push people to your page
Oh,
so
yeah, I
you
guess
could get
so.
more followers.
Look at how stupid I am.
Okay.
Anyway, everybody, I want to, first, before we get started, I want to definitely do what I do every single week, which is check on everybody's mental stability and make sure that everybody is doing all right mentally, because shit is fucked up now. Shit is fucking up out here. And more than ever, people need mental, like somebody to talk to, mental counseling. But with, I guess, you know, this is not what we're talking about, the big beautiful bill and all these budget cuts and all these cuts to Medicaid and all these cuts to mental health services and all these things. It can be quite challenging to try and find, you know, mental, like somebody to
Resources.
mental resources. Like, thank you for that, because it's hard for me to produce that word from time to time. But I am a big advocate for places like you can go to, like, not that I'm even pitching this, but like sites like BetterHelp. Well, I mean, you can log on to BetterHelp. It's real simple. You know, and then you can choose somebody to talk to, and it definitely helps. But if you have health insurance, if you do have health insurance, please look, because there are some companies who absolutely, they offer mental health services. So if you are struggling, if you are feeling like the walls are closing in around you, please do not sit there by yourself. There is help available still, and they are willing to help you. So today we are talking about Black and Brown unity. Why now more than ever we need to come together, and why that other America, as I like to say, is trying to stop it. So that's what we're talking about today. And one of the reasons we're talking about it, because if you missed it, I'm a black dude, and my wife is a Latina from Puerto Rico.
Hey.
So we're gonna be chopping it up today about like a bunch of topics or a bunch of subjects pertaining to Black and Brown people's unity and breaking bread. But before we do that, we are going to take a quick, fast break. And when we come back, we'll get right into the Black and Brown Get Down, y'all. This is Deron Harris Podcast. I'll be right back.
The Podcast Playground.
Hooray!
Now, back to the Deron Harris Podcast.
Hey, everybody. What's up? Welcome back to the program. Sitting here talking with my wife today, Ivonne Harris, about Black and Brown unity and why we need to come together, and why it's more important than ever we come together, and why the powers that be in the country are trying to stop that and have historically tried to stop that. So one thing I wanted to bring up is something that I saw on social media that really triggered this. Actually, it was you. This was you.
What did I see?
What did you say?
No, I said, what did I see?
No, you didn't see it.
Oh.
You said it last week. This topic is because of something that you said. You said last week that this should be the topic of your next podcast.
And that's true.
And here we are.
Right.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. So I saw some posts. I did a little bit of like digging around for things like that to see if there was anything like that. And I saw some posts. I saw, like right when we started talking about it, there was this post that came across my feed, because, you know, they ain't listening to us at all. But there was a post that came across my feed about something called the Brown Get Down. And then I started doing a little bit of research about, and I saw another post about the Black and Brown Get Down.
I like that.
I'd like that too, and I like what it stands for. And essentially what it is black folks and brown folks, Latin folks, getting together to break bread and to share like community with each other,
Right.
to get to know each other, to get to basically, just really kind of feel like, to unite on a front where it's peaceful, where we can kind of come together and understand each other. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of
Right.
like, just kind of like something where it's like, something that's been needing to happen because, like I said, there's where it came from, the Black and Brown Get Down. There were some students at Marquette University, and they put together some events, and they wanted to make connection.
Right.
Like on campus. And I mean, personally, I'd never heard of it, but I liked the idea. I liked what it represented and who it represented. I like the whole idea, and the idea now is gaining some traction. And like I said, I saw some posts about this,
Okay.
and I figured now more than ever is when we need to really kind of, take a look at that.
Or are they having events? What's going on with that?
Well,
is it a website?
It was a website. It
Okay.
was. I did see. I went to the blackandbrowngetdown.com. Now it looks like it hasn't been really updated in like 3 years. But,
Okay. No
but
reels though? You haven't come across any reels?
Not any reels as of lately. I came across that Brown Get Down reel, and it was some Latin dudes. It was a couple of Latin dudes. It was a girl and a black dude, and it was a dude. And what it was about is, I guess it was a guy. I guess he was laying in his bed. Hold on, let me see if I could find it. Let me see if I could find it real fast. If I could find it, we could watch it really fast, and then I gotta go to my.
It was an event?
No, no, it was a creator. Let me see about.
Yeah, I'll wait because I'm trying to figure out what is.
Oh, I can't even play it because we don't have audio.
Oh.
But I'll be working on that so that we can. But anyway, it was a guy. I guess he was laid out in the bed chilling. He said, "Hey, yo, for real." He was basically saying that how, black people and brown people need to have a cookout, and a carne asada, get together and like listen.
Some carne asada and and some sides.
Listen, all jokes aside, all podcasts aside, the food at this thing, or wherever it's put on at, the food would be, next level. Like, I want to take home 10 plates from this.
Oh yeah, I'm bringing a whole bucket.
Listen, a bucket of food, baby. That's
a
good.
bucket to take food home.
In a bucket?
Yeah, babe. You can collect a lot.
In a bucket?
Yes.
I think I'll go with some styrofoam containers.
No. The bucket you can carry. All these. Where are you going to put these containers? I don't want to get off.
In a bag.
How many bags?
I don't know. I can take the bag to the car.
Yeah. I was thinking we're walking. But okay.
Well, how do we get there?
I don't know. On train and bus? I'm thinking about cities.
Train, bus,
when
train,
we're
bus.
having these when we're going to these get downs.
Well, there are some of these events that have taken place in more rural areas. People, it's like I said, it's not just a one-time thing. It's been like people been doing this. Like people started doing this. Like the Black and Brown Get Down that I saw, apparently it started over COVID. It was like they started it, at
on a block.
It was like at a university. It was
okay,
it was
so
like
it was
on
in
a
a school.
university
That's
campus, and they put together like some food and some.
Oh yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah, but then I saw there was like some other instances where they had some other people, and then I seen other people take that same concept, Black and Brown Get Down, on like out in California someplace, and out in Texas someplace, and other things someplace else, and just a few people taking it among themselves. I mean,
And
upon
just doing
themselves,
it, right?
to say, hey, listen, to all the people in my neighborhood,
Like, come here, let's get together.
Let's break bread, man. Why we beefing?
Why are we fighting?
Yeah, well, I mean,
We know.
well, we know why. We can get into that later, but the one thing that I did, I wholeheartedly, hoped that this whole black and brown get down, I hope it picks up. I hope it kicks off, and this is, like maybe, like I said, maybe somebody, like can organize something like this. Like us.
We can organize
well,
it.
we looking for land. Once we find a piece of land, of course we can definitely try and figure out how to organize something. But first there have to be black and brown people in the...
Well, don't get it twisted. When I'm looking for land, it's serious to me.
Yeah. Okay.
I go down.
Yeah.
I do all the research.
Yeah. Let's listen.
I need to know how many I can invite. And if I can invite any. And if there's any in that town. I need to know that.
Well, one of we'll be looking at the demographics. Well, that's what helping looking at the demographics of the town.
There you go. That's the word. But I like to describe it. Ooh, we're playing a game right now.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
What word could you say that I'm thinking of that I don't know how to say yet?
Thanks.
Right now it's 1-to-1.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I mean, there's people across the country who have been, I guess, actively trying to put on more of these things. And I've seen some where they've done them in like barbecues, like the barbecue and like, and I'm not sure, I guess the fiesta, I'm not really sure what they would call it.
Where?
I mean, like wherever. I mean,
like events?
Yeah, just different events. I've seen I haven't seen anywhere we live.
Right.
But.
Well, I mean, we should look into it, especially now that we're starting to travel.
I would love to do that.
See, hey, that's how we're going to learn more about it too.
We could definitely plant the seed.
Right.
I mean, like tell wherever we decide to stay. Like I do know in Georgia, there's a few black-owned campgrounds.
Oh yeah, I found.
And
I
plan to go stay at these campgrounds. I want to go stay because I want to see and I want to check it out. I want to support.
I do too, but I did see a few where they're in the middle of nowhere. I guess that's most of them, but I was just looking.
Yeah, Georgia is the middle of nowhere in a lot of places.
It is, but there's one in particular that I was like, oh, that'll be cool to go to. I mean, I don't mind going into it, but there's nothing to do around there.
See, that's the thing though. People like, oh, we just want to experience the outdoors. But me and you, we different. We a different breed because the outdoors is cool for a little while, but we need a little bit of culture.
We come back inside,
yeah, we need some culture.
And then we go and we explore.
Yeah, because if there ain't shit to do in the town,
right, we're coming back.
Yeah, because we want to go see your town. We want to go see what the fuck is up with your town. If it's not enough friendliness for us, and that's really the one thing that we have been looking for,
right, in
this search for a piece of land to kind of start homesteading on is towns that are friendly. To us, because there's a lot of places, and as of late, as you can see in the media, that just ain't friendly. I mean, and and
this is why you're talking about this, because it goes back to this.
Exactly.
We have to stick together.
Well, we got to find places that are friendly for us, and that's one of the reasons. One of the reasons we have to stick together, like you said, is we have to stick together is because in a lot of places there's not a lot of us. There's not a lot of that demographic or our demographic,
right?
Or the Latin, but there's 98% or 93%.
We read that yesterday
of the main demographic in the country. So for us, sticking together as far as trying to maintain like safety even in our communities is imperative, because there are like I said, there are people that have actively been trying to separate us, for generations, for generations.
So it's on us to find a community that accepts us, because you don't want to be somewhere like like here.
Well, I mean, I get what you mean, girl. I understand completely what you mean now.
But it's possible.
It's possible. It is.
It's possible, and the more we talk to people, because I mean, we can also, like I said, we can advocate for it and be like, hey, you guys down for this? It can start small.
Right.
We can just start really small at a campground if they allow it, and the campgrounds will allow it, but they have to be a particular campground.
Well, campgrounds that are friendly to the event.
Because if it's too many of us,
then people start freaking the fuck out.
Right.
You know what I mean? People start, goddamn, what's going on around here? We paid for some quietness, and, all this bachata is happening. And
reggaeton.
Yeah, the reggaeton. Who is this Bad Bunny character that they have coming? And,
Conejo Malo.
Yeah, the Conejo Malo.
Malo Conejo? Conejo Malo.
It was Conejo Malo.
Yes.
Yeah.
The restaurant.
The event hall in Kissimmee. I thought it was great.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I think that if we stick together, then it's going to be harder for, like I said, that other America to push one or push us over, but there has been.
But be careful now, because there's also been towns.
Oh yeah. But see, that's what
especially here. You told me about.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. If I think on our own, it might be, but together it would be, well, not only more intimidating, but it would be more fortified. It would be. It would help us. It would definitely help us. It would insulate us from, but we have to insulate ourselves.
And it's
from
not even
propaganda.
Right. It's that, but then even just coming together, just to come together. Like,
for real.
What's the problem with that?
Problem
with
with
just
that?
getting along with each other, and
because like I could see it being like something like Jazz Fest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a quarterly thing, even a semi-annual, like an annual thing.
it can be food. It can be even a workout.
Yeah, well, food.
People, we
listen,
have to stay strong.
It could be anything. It could be food. It could be workout. It could be. Anything. Bike rides. It could be camping trips. It could
kayaking.
be ski trips.
I'm not going.
Just places where we can go and share community. And I think, I think the thing that makes it, because people get afraid, if we put the two of them together, it could be like that, volatile, so on and so forth. But that's shit that people put out there. You know what I mean? That's shit that's negative shit that people put out there.
That's because they want to be in the mix.
That's true too. But there are some cases, or they're not cases, but there are some possibilities of these things happening. But I haven't heard of any of these things happening because people are genuinely there to connect. They're not there to, they're not going there to just to
looking around, starting something.
They're
it's
genuinely there to
right.
connect with the other demographic, and I appreciate that. And a lot of these things are held during the day, and they're held in mainstream public places, and it's always been, from what I understand, they've been peaceful, and I think a lot of the reason is because the food.
Right.
People come together over food.
Play with me.
Yeah, play with me, man. And that's the thing, and that's one thing I think that we've understood. Like I saw another video of a black and brown get down. Mm-hmm. Where it was a dude, he was cooking hot dogs and hamburgers. He was like, yeah, you feel me, man? I'm out here with the little black and brown get down. Out here with my little Chicano brothers, out here doing. And I
bet you that was great.
Listen, I really appreciate that,
right.
man. I appreciate people taking the time to say, hey, listen, whatever propaganda has been fed to us, we need to stop listening to it. We need to shed it, and we need to turn it in on our communities and figure out ways to bridge gaps between ourselves, because there has been things that divide us that have been put into place that make us that divide us against each
mm-hmm.
other. So,
well, we're seeing it now.
We're definitely that's what I'm saying.
We're seeing it now in TV all over.
Yeah.
Social media, where people are actually coming together to help each other out, especially during these times where these immigrants are being detained and people are, just rushing to take videos. It doesn't matter. I've seen a black lady taking a video, and then giving it to the wife of the man so that she can see
Yeah.
what was happening. I was like, well, see, I mean,
But see, a lot of the problems with this, and this is a lot of the problem, I hate to say it like this, but it's unfortunate that it happened this way, is Latin men. Latin men, I mean, I just want to know why Latin men voted for deporting Abuela. I don't get it. I don't understand. And we'll talk about that when we come back from this next break. And man, this is something that really kind of baffles me. This is the Deron Harris Podcast. I'll be right back.
The podcast playground.
Now, back to the Deron Harris Podcast.
Welcome back to the show, y'all. We're talking about black and brown unity in America and why more than ever it is absolutely necessary. So before we went to break, we was talking about why Latin men voted against their own interest. And for me, the short answer is they believed outright fucking lies. They just believed that shit. And they believed that they was like them. And they was looking for white adjacency. They thought that a red hat made them part of the club. And what 54% of Latin men did is they voted to shit all over themselves. And these men shit all over their families. And they did this hoping for white adjacency. But also 38% of Latin women was looking for the same thing. Now, Puerto Rican voters, they voted 37%, just the Puerto Ricans. But Cubans, they voted for 70%. It's like 70% of Cubans voted for Trump. And
that's crazy.
But Latin voters, they starting to shift away from the Democratic Party, because the Democratic Party, let's face it, they got some fucking problems. And I mean, so much so that although we vote democratically, I'm not afraid to tell people that I vote democratically, but I mean, I'm also not afraid to tell people that, the Democrats better should get off the fucking pot, because, there needs to be another political party. Because
there's going to be.
Well, hopefully Elon's party, but I think that's just going to be a vote sucker for, he'll give that up. I mean, I don't think it's going to be anything, but I think what needs to happen in the Democratic Party is some motherfuckers need to leave. Motherfuckers need to go lay the fuck down. Like Chuck Schumer, I mean, I'm sorry, and this is just my opinion. I mean, he needs, bruh, you did your thing, dude. Go lay the fuck down.
And give it to somebody younger.
Well, I think, they need to choose somebody, in my opinion, again, they need to choose somebody other than Hakeem Jeffries. And I used to like Cory Booker, and I still like him, but they need somebody with more fire, and more resolve.
Yeah, they need more Jasmine.
And more AOC. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A black woman and a Latin woman. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about. Those women right there are actively trying to, bring us together. They're trying to bring us together.
Right.
For real. They're trying to get us.
And they're not afraid.
They're not afraid. They're unapologetic. They are tenacious as it gets.
They're serious.
They straight pit bulls. It's like a pit and a rot
Yes.
coming straight at your ass. And
it's like, get them, girl.
And they're afraid of them. They're afraid of, and that's what they keep telling them, oh, you're going to da-da-da-da-da, we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, you better tread lightly, because they're afraid of them. They're afraid of the power that these women can, because they're both amazingly popular.
Yes.
These chicks.
I follow both.
I follow both of them. Because they get down with the get down. They're not afraid. Listen, AOC called dude a straight up rapist.
Ooh.
Yeah. You hear that?
No.
Yeah, she called him a rapist. Hey, if the shoe fits.
Wow.
For real, not for nothing, man. I know this is kind of off topic, but all this Epstein shit. Come on, man. Why you? It just shows you how willfully ignorant motherfuckers is willing to be to preserve what the hierarchy. This hierarchy, or this position of power, or this this particular power structure. They're willing to give this motherfucker any pass, knowing damn well if that anybody, and this is I mean, if somebody telling you not to, like, over and over, this is nothing. This why are you asking about this? No, you keep asking. Why are you still asking about this shit? Well, man, this guy Jeffrey Epstein. Come on, man.
I want to know.
Come on, everybody know. Everybody know. Everybody who anybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
Actually, for me, not that I'm saying I want to know, but that's...
Well, everybody wants to know.
Right.
And now his base, they want to know. You know what I'm saying? And,
yeah, that I read.
But I know a lot of people still, regardless of what the outcome of this thing is, they still going to say, all right, whatever, and keep rocking with this dude. Because ultimately, it doesn't matter.
So then what's the point?
Exactly. And it just it's heartbreaking. And I saw a meme, I forgot about it, but it said we wouldn't need something if we just believed women.
I was about to say that. Just think about the victim.
Yeah, man.
No one's thinking about them.
Somebody, like, I heard another dude, he said, listen, we got whatever her name, Ghislaine or Maxwell, she in jail. But we ain't got no clients. What you in jail for if there's no client list? Mm-hmm. But we have a bunch of abused people that have come forth also. Where do they come from? If there's no nothing. If this is this is fake news. This is a witch. This is...
Those ladies are probably like, no.
This happened.
Right.
and
this happened to me.
Yeah. And it was these motherfuckers. That's what I think. I mean, but also, I think people are afraid. And they even said, like, the tape of Jeffrey Epstein's cell had been edited. There was some time missing out of this. There was some time missing.
Who do you believe? Or what? Nowadays, what do you believe?
They say he hung himself. They say he hung himself in his cell.
Is that?
But they say the tape was edited.
Okay.
The tape of his cell was edited. That's what they're starting to figure out now. Oh, he hung
they?
himself. Well, people who are trying to crack. Well, people. I forgot. Oh man.
Well, not to put you on the spot, but I meant
let me see if I could look it up.
I was just trying to figure out, like, a certain department, agency. And why is that coming out now?
Well, because they're breaking it apart. They're trying to break apart a case. Mm-hmm. Okay. AI overview. Was Epstein tape edited? AI overview says, yes, the surveillance video footage from outside Jeffrey Epstein's prison cell was edited before public release by the Department of Justice. Why was it edited? Why did you edit the tape? Who edited it? And for what? And they're starting to say, because they're starting to say he didn't commit suicide. Because this was right around the time, the first time that that dude was trying to, run for...
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? This was right around the first time. And in order to shut this motherfucker up, I don't put it past nobody. Especially somebody who is a pathological liar. It has been proven. You could go to factcheckorwhatever.com. You could just, it's blatant. It's obvious. And it's disgusting to me that people actively turn the other cheek and continue to turn the other cheek when it comes to these victims, these people being victimized and brutalized by these wealthy people. And wealthy people do things like this because they have money and they feel that their money makes them untouchable. And in a lot of cases, as we're finding out and as we're seeing, it does. And it doesn't matter what you say or what you said or what happened to you. as long as these people get paid, they can make all of this go away. And that is unfortunate. That is an unfortunate byproduct of our legal system. I think it's shitty. So, anyway, that's how I feel about the Epstein shit. But we was talking about the black and brown get down.
Right.
Back on the black and brown get down. But I just wanted to cover that for a second. I don't know how we got on that, but let's get back to what we was talking about. Anyway, Cuban
That's crazy.
men. Cuban men. Well, like I said,
You said 70.
they voted for Trump 70%. Latino voters are shifting away from the Democratic Party, and that's where I kind of got on this. And the reason I believe ultimately is because they believed in a lot of fairy tales. They just believed what they were told. They believed what propaganda was placed in front of them.
What were they told, though, that makes them want to vote against, like you said, Abuela?
Well, I mean, some of them voted for immigration, tougher immigration. They said that they voted to have, a lot of Latin men voted to have criminals deported. They wanted to have like undocumented criminals deported without really realizing that
That don't make no sense.
Exactly.
To me, that doesn't make any sense because here, still on this soil, we have criminals.
Yeah, we have criminals
that
that
are
commit
not
crime every damn day.
They're not immigrants.
Right. They right here.
Right.
They right here, and
So-
and a lot of them get off.
That to me is BS.
Yeah.
So let's try another reason they voted.
Well,
To believe that.
well, let's think about the economy. They
Right.
another reason they voted, like everybody voted for, was the economy. But now that we're fucking sitting in it, I mean,
Nobody
was it
thinks
worth
about
it?
the domino effect.
no.
I mean,
babe.
from the
nobody
food-
thought about the framing. Nobody thought
Right.
about the framing and the manipulation tactics that were being used and employed by a person
Well, don't
and
say
a regime. Hold on, a person in a regime that did not care about them at all. That straight up told you in the fucking 900 and some odd pages of Project 2025 what he was about, what it was about, and nobody paid attention to that. Nobody gave a fuck about that. They thought it was, and again, they're so willing to believe, oh, I don't know what Project 2025 is. Bullshit. Of course you did. That's why we're going through it right now, because you was on board with it. And here we are.
it was written differently, the title.
It was framed differently.
Right.
Well, when you start saying things like I keep saying, you can't unring the bell. Oh, they're taking the black jobs. And then when you say things like they're eating the dogs and they're eating the cats. When you say things like that, people form opinions about that particular group of people. You know,
Right.
and that's basically what they did. They took two different races, or actually all the races,
All
and
of them.
pit them against each other by telling them that they were a threat to each other's existence.
And for people to believe that,
Well,
it just,
he had to couple
well,
it, in order for people to believe that, he had to couple it with some other things like the economy is fucked up because of the Democrats and all kinds of, but the radical left, all of this rhetoric, all of this repeating, it's repeat tactics. It's you just repeat it. You repeat it and you repeat it enough, eventually people start to believe it, and then they start to repeat it. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And that's how it spreads. That's how it spreads. And then online we had Elon Musk, and his own platform said that he was the biggest spreader of misinformation and disinformation on the whole internet. And they did it on purpose. They did it on purpose to divide us so that they could maintain what they have now, so that they could get the votes that they needed. You know what I'm saying? Not only did they cheat, they manipulated. And I say they cheat. That's my opinion. I don't, but that's my opinion. But
Right.
You don't have to be a fucking rocket scientist. There's a lot of shit going on now. There's a lot of shit going on that, I don't get it. When you find shit out about people, I don't understand why they just don't go, oh, well, you fucked it, because they do it in the Olympics. You know, if you win a gold medal and you get found out that you was cheating, they strip your fucking gold medal.
Right, they don't take all this time to...
Yeah, they don't take time at all. They take that shit right now. Oh, you cheated?
Right. Give me back.
Give it back.
Yep.
It take your ass back to your house disgraced with your motherfucking tail between your legs. But no. But no.
That's not the way this works.
That's not the way this works. That's not the way this works. You cheat, and oh well, I guess we just have to wait 4 years. It's unfortunate for a lot of people that so many of us and that are going to suffer in this country. So many of us are black and brown people.
And a few of those, or a percentage, are people that voted that way.
Oh no, a large percentage of people that voted.
I'm talking about the black and brown
community.
Yeah,
well, yeah, the percentages that voted are the betrayed ones. The 70% of Cubans that voted.
Come on, Cubans.
You know what I'm saying? Are feeling betrayed.
Well, yeah, I see them on the news now. Their spouses crying.
Yeah.
You're on the news crying because you want your spouse back. Well,
But you voted for your spouse to get took away.
Yeah, so I mean,
I don't want your fucking ass back.
So when I'm seeing that, I'm like, how can I feel sorry for you?
I don't feel sorry. I mean, I feel sorry for the spouse. I feel sorry for the person that got deported. I don't feel sorry. If I could feel it, I don't feel sorry for the dude or who voted to have their spouse deported or their abuela deported or their child deported or whatever it is.
Right.
Their brother, their sister, whoever got deported. I don't feel sorry for that person at all. I feel sorry for the person that has to go back. You know, that I feel sorry for the people that get taken from their appointments.
Yeah, the appointments, that's crazy to me.
Listen, trying to do the right thing.
You're following all the procedures and the processes, and you're going to your appointment, and
yeah,
they get you.
They disrespectful about it. That's the thing about it.
So it doesn't even matter how long somebody's been going through this process,
and they don't give a fuck, babe. I mean, listen. They got this alligator Alcatraz down there, and that place is for nobody else but us, black folks and Latin folks. Nobody else. They ain't no white folks.
And the conditions. I know it's kind of being kept quiet, but people are letting out what the conditions are in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hard to keep it. It's gonna be hard to keep it under wraps, and they don't want don't want the press down there because they really don't. They don't want people to know. Quiet. They don't want people to know, and that should be a human rights violation.
How many criminals are in there?
Probably a small portion. Probably a very small portion. It's probably like I said, hardworking men that have families and children that aren't going back home, and really they don't know when they're going to be deported back to their country because now there's a push to try and keep them for a period of time.
Right.
Why? I mean, I don't understand why treat a person like a solid criminal like they have, but they're not criminals. They came here illegally. Well, they're going through a lot of people are going through the process.
They're going through the process, which takes a while.
Yeah.
And who set up
Well, hold on. It doesn't take a while because as we saw with the white South Afrikaners, they came over here and got fucking set up and ready to go from the 50 South Afrikaners that came right when Elon, they got set up and ready to go in like a couple of weeks. They were set up and ready to, motherfuckers be taking 5 years.
But that's for them. How long does the process normally take?
Like 5 years. It's like 5 years.
So if somebody was in it already almost at their 5th year and they showed up,
yeah,
and then that's it.
And and the fucked up part about it is they call them. They call them there. Oh yeah, your appointment so and such and such and da da da. You can come up here to your appointment, and right when they get to their fucking appointment,
I'm cool.
These motherfuckers is here. They chasing people through Home fucking Depot.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
They're sitting in emergency.
Home Depot's a lot. Well, they're saying that the employer, right, is not saying anything of them coming just in there and taking the employees because they're working for Home Depot. Well, they're not just walking in Home Depot. Some of these are actually working at Home Depot.
Yeah, but some of them are also contractors that are working for other people that are in Home Depot because they know because because ICE agents know that a lot of contractors or Hispanic contractors, they go to Home Depot to get tools,
Right.
to get materials and supplies for completing their work. But they sit there and they wait on them. It's
And
like,
the farm.
It's like fucking it's like cherry picking. It's
Yes.
really like cherry picking.
Yeah, speaking of
And-
cherry picking, remember? Well, you saw the farm. It was a cannabis farm.
Yeah, they killed a guy. And now they're just like, we don't give a fuck. So what? Whoever died. And now there's some sort of thing where whoever dies in ICE custody, it's just, oh, fucking well. Really? And these people are the Christians, by the way. These people are the upstanding Christians, the evangelicals that God has ordained to do these things. It's fucking ridiculous. We'll be right back. It's Deron Harris Podcast.
The podcast playground.
Now, back to the Deron Harris Podcast.
Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the program, talking about Black and Brown unity and why it is important for us to be unified. So, I want to talk about Puerto Ricans versus other Latinos, and in my personal experience. Now,
Okay.
I don't know about anybody else, but I just want to say, from my standpoint, our people have always, I mean, I'm from New York, and in New York, it's blacks and Puerto Ricans. We definitely get down. We have like this sibling rivalry, almost kind of like,
Right.
but we get down with each other. We've historically gotten down with each other. We've historically supported each other in our other. There's a lot of other races. A lot of other races of Latinos. They don't really fuck with us like that. They don't.
Do
really,
they live nearby? Like,
Yeah.
obviously, right down the street on the same block.
Listen, Michael Rodriguez lived right behind us. I mean, that's my brother's best friend. I mean, like real deal. I mean, like real talk. I mean, like, we have always historically, Puerto Rican people in particular, have gotten down with black folks. And I think a lot of that is because Puerto Rican people openly embrace their African heritage.
For sure.
A lot of them. A lot of Puerto Rican. Now, there are some that don't, but there are a lot of Puerto Rican people. Not only do they embrace it, they are super proud of it. And
Right.
and it's on display, and I appreciate that, because they don't try to diminish it like other races of Latino, like Dominicans. They swear up and down they're not black. Like my man Godfrey say, but some of y'all look exactly like me. I've been mistaken for Dominican.
I was about to say, yeah, you can.
You know what I'm saying? I've been mistaken
sure.
for a Dominican person. You know what I mean? So, I mean, there's got to be some Africa in there somewhere.
But yeah, don't be surprised when we go to Puerto Rico.
Oh, I'm not surprised at
They're
all.
gonna be talking to you in Spanish.
Oh, I'm not surprised at all. People used to sit down with Twyla, my sister. People
Yeah.
used to sit down with Twyla and just start speaking Spanish.
Right.
Twyla's like, I'm not Spanish.
But that's how it was on my block. Even growing up, I grew up with.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it was a lot of Puerto Ricans and blacks.
Yeah, that's how we grew up. And there's the reason why is because they put us together. They put us together. Then now they want us to divide us apart because they want to deport Latins out of the country and they want to incarcerate blacks. But now they want to incarcerate everybody who's not
Right.
them.
I was about to say that's what it's looking
You know what
like.
I'm saying? Who's not them. So it's been a lot of incarceration. But like I'm saying, as opposed to other Latin races, like other races really historically haven't really got down with us like that. Like Cubans don't really fuck with us. Like, even though there's Afro-Cubans, I don't really get that. But Cubans don't really fuck with black people like that. Venezuelans don't really fuck with. But it's like I will say there are some exceptions to the rule, because I'm not going to just be broad and say they, because I have some friends from Venezuela, I have some friends from Argentina, but historically and majorly, a lot of them they really don't fuck with us like that. You know what I'm saying? So, in a lot of the reason is because, in my opinion, is trying to position themselves with white, to white adjacency. They're trying to they're looking for white adjacency. And
Which that's what surprises me about the Cubans.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I've never really got it. You know what I mean? Anyway,
I saw it a few years ago. I will say that. I was like, oh, okay. But
right.
Doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because there are Afro-Cubans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I just don't understand. I mean, I don't understand how this group of people can think that they are not, or that they don't have ties to the African diaspora. I mean, a lot of
people are in denial.
Yeah,
That's really
especially
what it
Caribbeans. Especially like Latins in the Caribbean. You know, a lot of Latin people in the Caribbean. I mean, it's Afro influence. There's a lot of Afro influence that a lot of them just don't want to come to grips with, or they don't want to claim, or they would rather claim the other way, because so much money, I keep saying this, so much money has been spent on the demonization of black people that now
nobody was like want to be associated with that. Like,
right.
Well, go ahead, take a DNA test.
Right. Anybody with black blood, I mean, with brown eyes, they used to say got black blood, black Latin blood. You know, they say anybody with brown eyes, like that's what I've heard. So, but you know, hey, me personally, I
fucks with you, baby.
I fucks with you too, baby. And I have much love for Puerto Rican people, because Puerto Rican people have always had love for me. You know what I mean? I like always had much love for me. Listen, my first girlfriend in kindergarten was a little Puerto Rican girl. I was petrified of her. I was terrified
that's so
of her.
Cute.
I was terrified. She was beautiful. She rubbed my shirts. My shirts were all silky. She used to rub my back. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But I was in kindergarten. It was like church school or something like that. Something. But from jump, it's always been us. So I've always looked at us as being the same. Always looked at us as being, you know, going through the same struggle, as, you know, being put in the same places, as being relegated to the same the same bullshit.
That's how I've seen it, and I've seen it in the workforce.
Absolutely.
So in that, I was like, oh, okay, this is how we're gonna do this.
Yeah, this is how
this is how this goes down.
This is how they do it.
But I mean, growing up, I didn't think about none of that. I had all kinds of friends.
Yeah. See,
I didn't, none of it. It was nothing about race. As I got older, though, and moving around the city, and again, being in offices and working in downtown,
right,
you can see who gets the preference.
Right. You can definitely see who gets preferential treatment. You can see, who's at the bottom of the totem pole, how they try to keep them down there. You're exactly right. And, I mean, I've definitely experienced, my fair share of, know your place, boy. I've definitely experienced that.
Right.
But that's the thing that they want to continue to maintain, and the unification of our two cultures threatens that.
Yeah,
and that's why.
Yeah, sorry. You see it for black, brown people, women, but I wasn't just seeing it for women. Then I was like, oh, they're also doing it to black people.
Yeah.
Not just me and my people, but it's
black people too.
Yeah. And I've learned that through workforce, honestly.
Yeah.
It's not being social. Social is one thing because you can choose who you want to talk to.
Absolutely.
When you go out. But at work, you're up against a lot of things.
Right. You have to talk to certain people. People form. There's politics, and there's definitely politics in
I'm just
in
like,
the workforce.
don't talk to me about politics in my lunch break. I'm not here for it.
No, I'm talking about like office politics, like shit in here.
Oh,
like,
office politics.
but even
too.
still, yeah.
But even that, you always have people that during lunch they want to talk about.
You got your little cliques that they form, and they want to talk about
things that you don't want to hear. Listen, how we're going to come together? How we're going to be reunited or united? And how are we going to do this?
Yeah, well, they don't want
to
talk about that.
If that's not what we're going to talk about, then I'm just going to eat my sandwich and just leave me alone.
Get the fuck up and go back to my fucking desk. I'm just going to eat my sandwich, my little apple, drink my little orange juice.
Ew. Yeah.
And bounce. Yeah, I feel that, though. I don't know, man. I'm just
saying there's different ways for me where I've come together with, with black folks. Like, to me, it's the work for sure.
Right.
That's where I've seen it. I'm like, no, we have to come together.
Well, we have to understand. What we have to understand is that we are better when we are together. We are better when we work together. We shine more. We complement each other. Right. You know what I'm saying? When we work together, when we are together. You could just see it. Even down to me and you being married. You know what I'm saying? This is just a testament of how our people have always been together or with each other or we ride for each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
well, then even also on
comfortable around each other. You know, similar. I mean, we have kids. I mean, like, you know,
we have a mix of kids, and they're beautiful.
We got beautiful children. I mean, and that's what people. I mean, that's what people. That's what we are. You know?
That's what we are. But if you notice, even when we're out, we still get stares.
Yeah,
we even get stares from our own people sometimes.
Right. Well, because we have sex appeal. That's
well,
different.
I know that.
That's
yeah.
different. That's different.
Well,
that's
you feel that energy when
you got a fat ass.
Okay, thanks, babe.
I don't know what to do with that information. Thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, thank you. But no, we get the look right from our own people.
Yeah.
But then we just get to stare down regardless.
We get to stare down from our own people because like I think a lot of people are like, especially a lot of people, they like to they always engage with us.
Mm-hmm.
And people are always like, hey, what's up? They always cool with us because I mean, for many reasons, they cool with us because I mean, Black people cool with me because they see that I am accepting of their culture. Black people cool with you because they see that you've been accepting of, and we're just accepting of each other's culture. We have kids, so it's just like, yeah, them people they rock with each other. They've been rocking with each other. Ain't nothing gonna break them up. That's who they are. You know what I'm saying? That's who our people have been. You know what I mean? That's who. It's at least in my experience. Now, when I moved to Florida, you know, there wasn't so many, and it was more prevalent that people was trying to divide us. You know, it was more prevalent that people was trying to, you know, stick they self in the middle, you know, trying to or recognizing, hey, these two groups is, you know, they trying to get a little strong over here. We need to.
It's separated. Here it is.
Yeah.
I will say here, I mean, it is in the city. You know, it's back home too in Chicago, where there's blacks in neighborhoods, then there's Puerto Ricans in the next neighborhood.
Right.
Then it's a mix, but
Right.
then there's also then white people. But here, I've just noticed it's really separated.
It's really separated, and they do it on purpose. And they do it on purpose so that they can promote propaganda. They can.
But we
they
should
can say,
come together.
Yeah, because it's easier to sit over here by ourselves and say, oh yeah, over there across that street over there, that's where they do that. Even though we've never been to that street over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because who did it? The media said that this happened on this block. They were selling fentanyl, you know, and they need to be deported. Well, these people over here, they were shooting up the block, and you know, these thugs, and they do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They do it, and that is how they do it. And we have to understand that it is a tactic, it is a plan, and we have to get around it. We have to figure out. The rest of us have to figure out what me and you have already figured out.
We have.
Yeah, we figured out that we are better together than we are separated.
Well, also what I appreciated, down the street, you have the Cuban restaurant, and then next door you have the barbershop.
Yeah,
so at least that's them.
At least they trying. You know what I mean? Trying to be up on each other, and I like that. You know, I mean, I do like that. And now that, you know, a lot of people are in the find out stage after they have fucked around. You know, I hope that motherfuckers understand that they not part of the group. They not trusted friends. They see you as illegal. They see these people as illegal, and these people should not have. I mean, see the way they treat these people?
Right.
They treat them like they shouldn't even be alive. You know, and
people are bleeding.
And then you have people down there taking pictures in front of the sign, the Alcatraz sign, like it's something to be proud of.
With their kids.
We're brainwashed. Not us.
No, not us. Yeah, I was about to say
them. And they're, listen, willfully ignorant. They're willfully ignorant. Because why?
Well, they think we're the problem.
Well, exactly.
The black and the browns.
Me, Jose, and Jorge are the fucking problem.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. We're the problem, babe. To them. But we're not the problem. We're the solution.
Well, that's what I'm about to say. Now we just have to figure out positive ways and move forward.
Well,
not positive. I mean, we have to be realistic, but what can we do?
Well, Bad Bunny and Kendrick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bad Bunny.
Listen, I like what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, Bad Bunny's out here. He's hitting it. So Bad Bunny has released a new video. Did you see it? The Nueva York,
Yeah.
which is New York.
Yeah. We
Nueva
sat there.
York.
We sat there and
So what that represents is because there was a protest years ago. So what Bad Bunny's doing is that he's using his platform
right.
to speak on like social issues in Puerto Rico right now. He's actually has a concert that
What's
started,
happening in Puerto Rico though?
well, social issues where they buying homes,
Right.
especially around the beaches,
Right.
and actually, and I looked them up online. Homes the other day, they're pretty expensive,
Right.
and basically saying, "Hey, you're not going to come here and take this land.
Right.
This belongs to my abuela, my abuelo,
Right.
my tia, my tío,
Right.
and this is who we are.
Right.
You guys talk about us all the time, yet you want to be here.
Right.
So he's just bringing awareness. Also, this concert that he's having is 30 concerts running now through September. That's bringing in
that's
revenue. So
then he's doing it in Puerto Rico, right?
he's doing it in Puerto Rico.
I
So
see. I like that too.
it's a big thing. It's
if
huge.
you want to see it, you got to go to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, you have to come here. And not only that, it's like, it's great to see it because everybody's like dressed up. And like, I would go definitely in my doobie doobie.
Right.
The doobie doobies.
Yeah, I know what the doobie doobie is, babe.
Straighten your hair.
Yeah, for
I
me.
know, baby. I understand, but I'm just trying to give the audience, the people,
Yeah.
a little visual what the doobie doobie is.
Yeah, okay.
Keep your hair straight. You just flatten it around your head with
Yeah.
some clips. But yeah, I know what he's doing is great, and I'm excited, and I'm really proud of him because he's doing way more than the actual governor.
See, the governor, from what I understand, that's one of those, the ones that have been that we lost because she just doesn't advocate for the people of her island.
Well, not even her own people.
She advocates for them,
Right.
and they.
And not only the people of the island, not only Puerto Ricans, they've detained a lot of Dominican Republicans.
Oh, yeah.
Republicans.
The people from the Dominican Republic.
People from the DR. That's actually
Yeah,
how I
let's do
say
that.
it. So that's how I say
Dominican
it.
Republicans.
Yeah. The
You
people
might not
from-
be too far off though.
But, and actually speaking of that, that's where my sister was at recently, just having a good old time at the DR. But it's sad because people are saying, hey, this person has worked here for so many years, caused no problems, great individual,
Right.
and now they're no longer here.
Right.
And so it's not only black and brown people coming together, but it's
Right.
just, brown on brown too. We have to
Yeah.
come together, people.
See, the same thing.
because
Black people need to come together also, because
This is not the time
they have
to
spent,
be
listen,
on some
baby,
fighting
They
with
have
each
spent
other.
so much time separating us. It is time for our people to shed all of that, to understand where these things are coming from, to understand their motivation behind why they're doing this,
Right.
to shake it off and fight against this. It is time for both of our people to stand up with each other in solidarity to fight this system, because this system only wants one thing, and we are not part of it.
So we need to get land, and we need to start hosting these.
Black and brown get downs.
Right.
Saying I'm really down with that. And to anybody out there listening to this podcast, if you're still listening to the podcast, see if there's somebody in your area that might consider organizing something like this, because something like this can only help. Something like this will only help our cause, our community. And before too long, like I said, things are going to start getting out of hand here, and we're going to need to eat. People are going to need clothing and shelter. They're gonna need resources.
Yes.
They're gonna need things. They're gonna need camaraderie. And now is not the time to start alienating or isolating each other. It's time to start leaning into each other and saying, "Hey, listen, I see you. I see you. I see you, my brother. I see you, my sister. I see y'all." You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all, and I hope that y'all see me too. And I hope that they understand that, like we did, like I had to go over, like I had to have you tell the guys across the street, because they didn't speak English. I had to have you tell them that I support you, I get down with y'all, I rock with y'all, and
Yeah, and they appreciated that.
Yeah, I mean, for real.
I can tell. I mean, not only by them just saying thank you, but you can see it. I saw it.
It was great, and I want them to understand that I'm sincere about it, and I think that there are I've seen other Black and brown creators saying and pledging their solidarity to each other, and I want to say that I also appreciate that. And if you are a creator out there, hey, this is the time. This is the time to get on it. This is the time to say, hey, listen, stop believing what these people are telling us about each other. Stop believing. Get it from the horse's mouth. Okay? Stop believing it. Stop believing it. Feel me? Got anything else you want to talk about, babe? Anything else you want to cover? Anything else you want to go over? Anything else you want people to know?
No, I like this topic.
I do like the topic. I do like I think it'll be a good idea.
Right. I mean, I think we can pull it off, but not only us. I get what you mean. But how do we get more of us to do it? Is that's
by putting
because
it
this
out
is
there.
I have to say this. We start something, but sometimes we don't finish.
You're right. Well, we lose motivation because we lose motivation because we've been swatted down so many times. We start something and we get it swatted down or burned to the ground.
Yeah, because I do it now even with small taskings. I'm like, get it together. I have to
even
complete that. But if I'm trying to see something through, like I'm always about community since we've been
even
here.
The Black Project 2025, I was really excited about that, and it kind of just fizzled out because everybody else fizzled out because we went back to the everyday. We went back to,
I know,
man, I got to pay these bills.
That's why I was asking you the other day what happened there.
If we don't unify together, it ain't going to matter what bills we have because we ain't going to get paid because we're going to be slaves.
Or how about the other app that you joined and then nothing happened there?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it getting traction? I didn't join just because I had no space on my phone.
I joined, and I'm still getting no traction. There's nobody behind it because everybody believes in the Holy Trinity: Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. They believe that that's what it is, and YouTube and X are. These are all these mainstream apps that people feel like, oh, I have to have this in order to feel like I'm part of the human race. But really, honestly, I've been contemplating fuck social media, man. Really.
What about being more social? Because
What about being more social? Say that shit, babe.
Yes. Because COVID really put us in the house, and not only that, more anxiety.
Yeah, definitely.
You come out here in the world and you don't know what's going to happen, but that's the risk that we take every day. But in the meantime, figure it out, like you said. However means Black and brown people have to do it. Block parties, whatever, at schools and ages. It doesn't even
whatever.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah, I guess church, but
yeah. Why not?
Yeah, you're right.
Why not? If that's your bag, we don't go to church, but if that's your bag, yeah, why not?
Yeah, you're right.
Go and worship with them also, because at the end of the day, ain't we all worshiping the same God anyway?
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what they claim.
Right.
That's what they claim. That's what everybody's following the same Jesus. That's what everybody's supposed to be following, the same Jesus, because I only heard of one Jesus, even though we have pictures of like another Jesus that isn't really Jesus. But if we're the same, if we all believe in the same God, then why are we worshiping in different buildings?
Right.
Period.
Or why does your God feel that? Or why do you, for people that are listening, why do you feel that your God thinks that you're better than I am?
Well, right now I can tell you right off the bat, these people down here and we don't worship the same God. It's not the same God, because their God gave them Donald Trump, according to them. And our God, you see what he gives us.
Right.
Right. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? It's got nothing to do with God and everything to do with how much money you have in your pocket. That's all it is. So Look, folks, I think this is going to do it for this episode of the Deron Harris Podcast. We could talk about this shit all night, but yeah, it's time to eat some dinner and do some other things. So thank you very much for joining me this week, babe. I want to thank you very much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it.
Sure, babe. It's always fun.
Yep. I want to thank my parents for being the best parents that somebody with a mouth like me could ever have. The parents that just enabled me to go out there and just say the shit that's on my mind. I appreciate that, and I want to thank them for that. I want to thank Jesse Yandel, the best producer in the world. I want to thank Gentry Thomas for the platform. And I want to thank, last but not least, all my people out there that's listening to the Deron Harris Podcast. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you. And I couldn't do it without you, because if there was no you, I'd be here basically talking to my fucking self. But there is a you guys, so thank you guys. Thanks, you guys. I really, really do appreciate it. And until next week, y'all, get out there and get down with each other, man. Let's get down, y'all. Let's get down. Some black and brown unity is what we need, all right? All right. You have a good one. Peace.
You've been listening to the Deron Harris Podcast. Subscribe to the show, give a good rating, and everything you need to know is at DeronHarris.com.